I was thinking about fear and how dangerous fear is, because fear equals control. And I was thinking about religion, because as I walked away from Christianity, fear kept popping up in my life, and I realized it was deep-seated. It was rooted in me since birth, because I was taught every single thing that you could do or not do was wrong, which led to a whole life of insecurities, confusion, afraid to do this, afraid to do that. And you're raised to where you got to repent all the time. Every day you're sinning, every single day. You got to take every single thought captive. Don't let those thoughts develop. Because thoughts, see, that's where they get you. Because if you start to think, that's where the danger starts to creep in. Because you see, no religion I shouldn't say no religion. That would be an unwise statement. I don't know enough. I'll just speak about what I do know. Let's keep it real. Christianity would collapse in on itself if you took out one element, and that one element would be fear. You have to have fear in order for it to work. Because if you don't, you're going to burn. I remember being 5 years old and having to repent at 5 years old. I remember being 12 years old, going to a church that I was just started singing at this church. I was 12 years old, just a small church, and it was a Friday night. They had church on a Friday night. Well, I went to the movies with a friend. Her name was Jennifer Fisk. I was in the 4th grade, I think it was, something like that, 4th, 5th grade. However old you are at that time. Well, on Sunday, whenever Sunday came, the pastor of that church, I'm a kid, guys, I'm a kid. The pastor comes up to me and says, "Where was you Friday?" I told him I was with my friend watching a movie, and he told me how wrong it was and how much I didn't love God enough and how it was really disobedient for me to be at a theater and not at church. I was a kid, guys. I was a kid. And I know if you're a Christian, you think, well, that's where you should be. But here's the thing, whenever you're taught so much fear your whole life, fear of this, and you're taught that you can't be equally yoked with others, or you're unequally yoked with other people if they're not believers, and this is going to cause demons, this music's going to cause demons, this show is going to cause demons, this outfit's going to cause demons, these girls are going to cause demons. Go to a bar, it's going to cause demons. You talk to this person, it's going to cause demons. You read a book, it's going to cause demons. You look at cards, it's going to cause a demon. You look at Pokemon, it's going to cause demons. If you listen to Michael Jackson, it's going to cause demons. I could go on and on and on and on about this whole thing. And so whenever I walked away from Christianity a couple years ago now and started fighting all these fears, it was a lot to process. Went through a lot of anger. I'm still angry at it. My cousin sent me a video this morning about another pastor who left the church and had a lot of the same sentiment, and you could feel the passion, anger in his voice. It's not anger at the people that I grew up with. They are operating life in the way that works best for them, the way that they was taught. Most of them. There's a lot of good people. I've met a lot of good people. I've met a lot of bad people, but I've met that everywhere. But it's the relationships, it's the friendships, it's the opportunities in life I was completely alienated from, that I was scared, excuse me, I'm sorry, that I was scared to experience, simply because the fact they weren't a Christian. And then now, whenever you say, okay, so I was a pastor's kid, so I was raised non-denominational. Yeah, non-denominational. I went to a Baptist private school from 7th grade through 10th grade. I was part of Pentecostal churches, a part of Baptist churches, charismatics, more along those veins. And I kind of lost my train of thought there. But all those different things have their own systems built into it that stops you